Hello, hi. Welcome to another short edition of Ending Homelessness in America. This series was designed as an archival tool for somebody who really wants to get involved in the process to have a real reference manual with real links and real ways to access people, places, and things to exactly do that in your village, your town, your rural area, your big city, whichever. The process is essentially the same. The outcome and the methodology is very different. So step number one, as I do tonight, and I do refer to during these brief YouTube videos, I do refer to my book because it's right next to me and I want to keep on point. Number one is keep politics out of the whole process. Focus on getting into the action of building housing so people can live with respect and dignity. Number two, create a master plan. Every effort that is taken in the world, in your life, in your political life, your professional life, whatever it is, your expertise, you need a master plan. This master plan could be developed in urban cities, counties, and rural counties across the USA. Step number three, create public and private partnerships. And by the way, you can refer to this YouTube and follow it in the book because it's taken directly from the book. Create public and private partnerships, implementing ideas, concepts, and dreams to build affordable housing. Step number four, master planning to end homelessness, to include the specific creation of emergency shelters, 90-day steps, 2 transitional housing, 91 to 180 days, permanent rental housing models to be built on scattered sites within residential neighborhoods and contexts. 5, create a local, statewide, and federal overhaul of all planning codes. This will encourage and incentivize new developments of all types, increase density bonuses by public and private partnerships. Step number 6, amend and overhaul the local, state, and federal building codes, which will dramatically reduce the bureaucratic delays and implement irrelevant costs that drive up the cost of development and construction. I'm going to put my glasses on here. I'm really getting serious. Step number 7, create an affordable housing trust fund. Trust fund of evolving funds made available to nonprofit and for-profit organizations. This would create a constant supply of funds for and allow loans for new housing and rehabilitation of existing structures. Step number 8, create a public-private citizens panel to provide constant and interactive communication tools by and between governmental entities, financial institutions, neighborhood voices, and developers. In other words, an all-inclusive partnership that's backed by funding, not by words. Number 9, streamline all approval processes to adopt local, state, and federal legislation, which will mandate a project's length of time, limit all of approvals to expedite the production and implementation of emergency shelters, transitional housing, and permanent housing models. And number 10, create and adopt annual and 5-year work programs, backed up with legislation which details and will delineate projects, concepts, goals, development timelines, and build-outs of emergency shelters, transitional housing, and permanent housing models. Homelessness exists in every city in America. The only way to end homelessness is to build affordable housing with supportable services and intensive planning. And so, in conclusion, this short YouTube video outlines in 10 steps how we can end homelessness, to take this national emergency, and deal with it once and for all. Homelessness is something that starts, obviously, in the home and festers into the communities. It is the root cause of all poverty. If you don't have a shelter over your head that's clean, safe, and decent, you're in big trouble. And there's so many people that are living on the streets in tents, in hillsides, in camps, and riverbanks, underground, in storm drains. This is no joke, folks. And the reason that I wrote this is not for myself, but I wanted to have this chronology of and step-by-step guide of how to end this national crisis. So this is the one piece out of the book. It is a YouTube video. It can be found on YouTube under Ending Homelessness in America by Arnold Stalk, Ph.D. And I thank you all very much for this. And on to the next chapters. You will be able to access this on social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, etc., LinkedIn. And thank you all very much. God bless you, and take care.